so this is the type of home that people moving to Oklahoma say, wait, I can get that much home for just that price? Hey guys, I'm Katie Kuriakos, a realtor here in the Oklahoma City area, and today we're talking about Piedmont, Oklahoma, about what makes Piedmont so special, why buyers are really considering Piedmont now, and what is so different about it. And I'm gonna be giving you a glimpse of a really great home here in the Magnolia Meadows neighborhood. It is a must-see. So let's talk a little bit about Piedmont because it has gotten a lot of awareness from buyers lately, a lot of interest. Piedmont sits on the northwest side of Oklahoma City, straight west of Edmond and kind of north of that Yukon area. What makes Piedmont so special and unique, I guess, is that you can still get close to a lot of your city amenities, say 20 to 30 minutes, but have the peace and quiet and maybe a little bit more land than what we're used to in the city center. So the home I'm showing you today is on a half of an acre lot. So it's just enough to get some space from your neighbors where you're not right next door, but maybe not too much too. If you're not wanting a whole lot of land to have to mow the lawn, or you just don't want to have that much maintenance, this can give you a good in-between. So let's take a little bit of a look at this home I'm standing in front of. And if we haven't met yet, I'm Katie, your local realtor here in the Oklahoma City area, and I help people relocating to Oklahoma City and the surrounding metro move every single week. I post videos every week here on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and follow along for everything Oklahoma City. So let's take a look at this home here. This one is a brand new build here in Piedmont. It is priced right around $620,000. It's about 3,000 square feet. We've got 4 bedrooms, plus an office, plus a bonus, 3.5 bathrooms, and some really, really pretty finishes, so I can't wait to show it to you. On the outside here, we have this very nice transitional aesthetic. They went with this deep gray brick and kind of some dark charcoalish black trim and lots of clean lines, but a very almost like transitional look. So very pretty. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside here. Coming in off that front foyer, we're gonna step right into these almost like white oak looking floors. We've got a coat closet here. We've got a linen closet here. So storage is already on point. And this brings us right into our living area. And as we can see, this is a new build, but what I've been seeing quite a bit lately is we are sticking to kind of that modern aesthetic, but with a more like cozy traditional feel. So the transitional feel, I feel like, is really coming back. So lots of modern finishes, but some very cozy vibes, like the stone fireplace with these beautiful built-ins. Up top, we got some beautiful beam work there that was done. So making this room feel very, very cozy. Still a very large room. We've got some really great windows off to the backyard. So natural light is not lacking here whatsoever. Now, right off this front area too, we do have a half bath, which in my opinion is probably the best location for it. So just sink and toilet there. But I mean, look how far the windows go up, even in just the half bathroom. We're gonna see that in a lot of bedrooms too, so that windows go all the way up to the top. So very good location for that, for guests. And then right off the other side of the front door, this is where we have our office space. This is like a dedicated office. Now, not a huge, huge space, but they have all like the extras you can want in an office. So we have our built-in desk already here, built-in bookshelves, and if you're someone that likes to say, look off into like out a window, that's how they have this all set up here. So very, very good little space there, and then it's got a nice barn door on it. So if you need a little bit of privacy from other family members while you're working from home. So let's go take a look at the kitchen and the dining area, because this is also very, very pretty. Coming into the kitchen, they did a very nice white granite here that's got a lot of like kind of gray veining on it, and honestly a lot of like almost sparkle to it as well, which looks really, really pretty. We got a nice coffee bar area over here with some good built-in cabinetry. We have our built-in oven and microwave. All the appliances are gonna be stainless steel. They're all Whirlpool brand, I believe. And then coming over this side, that's where we have our 5-burner gas stove. We have a nice pot filler here, which is just a nice little extra. And then our cabinetry is gonna go all the way up to the ceiling, which is a really good touch. Some people say like, what would I do with that even? But I'm like, you can never ever have enough storage. So that's where either you put some nicer things or some things you don't use very often, whatever it may be. Opening up a lot of drawers, we have some extras too. We got the trash here, some nice drawers underneath the stove top. There's extra storage on the other side of the island, you name it. This kitchen is pretty decked out, which is cool to see. And then it comes straight into our dining area. Again, they did some more beamwork up top, which is a really, really nice touch. Something I noticed in this house is that there's a lot of extra like character in it. And we know that sometimes we see in new construction, the character can be lacking a little bit. Sometimes you feel like it's just plain, you know? And we don't want it to feel plain, especially at a $600,000 price point. We want it to have some extras, some good character. So some nice touches like that. And then a nice big window that goes out to our backyard. Remember, we're on a little bit larger of a lot, so nice of green space there. And then coming around this corner, this is where our pantry is. And it's kind of the pantry of our dreams. Very big, probably, I don't know, I'd say 4 or 5 feet deep, and lots of shelving here. What I would probably do, I don't see any of them, is I would add some electrical outlets. Hire your electrician, put in a couple electrical outlets, and that's where you can hide some of your appliances. Think toasters, blenders, things like that, or just things you don't want on the kitchen counter. If you're the type that likes a very clean kitchen counter, that is such a big room that you could definitely hide some appliances in there. So let's go behind the kitchen. There's a hallway back here, and this is where our primary bedroom is gonna be. So let's go take a look at that. Very, very good sized room over here. And then we got some vaulted ceilings. We got some nice windows to the backyard here. Some nice thick baseboards, which is really nice. And then we have some nice double doors that go into our primary bedroom suite. So this is a nice space as well. We have our separate tub and shower. So it's really, really nice walk-in shower with the glass doors. That is really nice. The tub has jets, got a nice glazed window above it, so very nice. And this has a little bit different setup where we have the vanities separated. So if you're like, honey, I don't want to be right next door to you and be rubbing shoulders, you can separate a little bit and go back to back. There is some nice cabinetry here for more storage, for towels and toiletries and things like that. One counter is a little bit longer than the other one, so I guess you're gonna have to fight with your significant other on who gets what. But I really wanna show you also this primary bedroom closet, because I don't know that I've seen one lately that has this much storage in it. So many shelves, so many shoe racks, shelves all the way at the top, like you name it. And what I really like about this floor plan is it goes straight into our utility room. So washer and dryer are right next door to the primary closet, which is a really, really great setup. Then this goes out into our mudroom. Right over here is where our 2-car garage is. Now we have a 3rd car, but it's on the other side of the house. So this brings us directly back out into a hallway, which then we can walk over to the living room area again. And let's go check out the other side of the house. So this is what I would call maybe like the guest or the kids wing or something like that, just depending on what your family structure looks like. That 3rd car garage is gonna be right over here. And then we have 1 bedroom kind of by itself up front here. This might make a good guest bedroom or something like that. Again, like I mentioned earlier, these windows, they go all the way up to the ceiling. So some huge, huge windows in this house, which is really great. Now coming into all of these bedrooms, you're gonna see carpet. There's gonna be gray carpet in all the bedrooms. Now out in the living spaces and the hallways and the kitchen, that's where you're gonna find this white oak flooring that is really, really pretty. Now coming back over to this other wing of the house, we're gonna go more to the back of the house. This is where we find that bonus room. Now this could be technically used as a bedroom, but there is no closet. So it really is like a great bonus room. This could be a game room, a second office if you need it. It'd make a great home gym, lots and lots of options there. And it's pretty darn big as well. So it could be a media room if you wanted to put a projector up, that would be a great option. So some really, really cool options that you could do with there. Now across the hallway from that is our secondary bathroom that would serve these bedrooms. Now over here, we're gonna have 2 more bedrooms, but we'll go to look at those later. First is our secondary bathroom. They did do double sinks, which is really great. Since there are so many bedrooms, you might be filling them up with family members. So having 2 separate sinks is really great. We have a shower tub combo here, and then a secondary room for toilet for a little bit of privacy there. So they used the same granite countertop as they did in the kitchen on the bathrooms here, and it's just a really, really pretty granite. And then coming back to this back corner of the house, we have 2 secondary bedrooms. Not a whole lot to see in secondary bedrooms. You've heard me say that before. We got our basic carpet. There is some closets in here, which you can check out the space of those. They're not massive, they're not walk-in, but they definitely do have some good space and some good shelving there as well. So one last thing I do want to show you before we're done with the tour is the backyard. Now coming back into the living room, as you can see, huge wall of windows that go out to this back patio here. And like I said, this is on a half-acre lot. So you're gonna get lots of green space out here, and they did a really great job making this covered patio here. It's got a ceiling fan, it's got these nice vaulted ceilings, which is really great. And we are northbound, I believe right now, north facing. So you're gonna get tons and tons of shade right here. And then we got this nice big lawn that, you know, the kids or the pets or whoever, or you can have barbecues. There's lots of room to run. Still need to be putting in a fence over there. That's just the joys of new construction though. So that's what this home looks like here in Piedmont. If you have been thinking about Piedmont or Yukon or Edmond or Deer Creek, whatever it may be, here in the Oklahoma City metro, please reach out. I help people from all over the country, all over the world even, make their move to Oklahoma City, whether it be 9 days from now or 9 months or even a year. I'm happy to make your move to Oklahoma City as seamless as possible.